There we go. This is going to work out. I'm just going to have to struggle with the queues later on. So really, just have to come round, buy a bit more land. I think. Why can't we do that? Oh, it's too high for support, so we can definitely do this. Oh no, we're at 14 anyway. I remember talking about going up to 15 feet, but it just didn't happen in the end. Okay, so this is good. This is surprisingly good. We just need to. We might as well buy out that land. Just flatten up the ground so we can actually have our ride on it. We'll go. Whoa. What do we do there with the land? And then we can just can we get to there? No. Oh, we have to build this up. There we go. We have wonderful. We have a log flume. Now we just need to sort out the paths in this sort of area. Which shouldn't be too hard. We can just buy out some more land. Or rent out some land, definitely. In fact, we'll just spam this area. Some land to rent. Should be fine. So, if we go start from... I have to make the invisible rides. Yes. Here we go. This will make it slightly easier. So we now have a path that goes all the way up here, and we can just buy out some areas. However, there's a tree in the way. We can do this without stranding, I guess it would be fine. Yes, okay, we are... Okay. As you can see, we are getting quite a few guests lost. Trust me, we will get to you as soon as we can. In fact, we are doing that right now. Okay, we've connected that. There is the big unfortunate situation with the end of the queue. There we go. Wonderful. Try and work out where exactly this leads. It looks like this might actually work. Crazy thinking that. Whoa! Haha! There we go. We have our queue connected. Everyone can get where they want to be. That's awesome. Bit worried about where these boats might end up going. Might have to play around with the land just a little bit, just to make sure that they don't end up in crazy places. That should be fine. Some of the guests are lost, but they should be fine now. Unfortunately, that didn't work. Chairlift ones had a bit of a struggle. Hopefully our mechanics can fix it. Looks like... Oh no, they haven't fixed it. Okay, one of them's answering a radio call, so hopefully he should be fine. Be able to get to him. Or he might be a little bit lost. I am worried he might be. I'm tempted just to put them all in the same location, just to help out. I think that this is definitely one of the big problems with this map, is simply the lack of space screws up all the AI, really. As long as it works, it's fine. We're going to add an entrance and exit to our newly built log flume. So say water ride. I mean, it is a water ride, but I mean, log flume's appropriate term. There we go. Probably. There we go. We've connected it up with the main paths, and just do a nice, not a massive queue. I mean, log flumes are quite slow, so people end up going on them anyway, and the queues get quite large, but it should be fine. It's amazing to see that we've only got £60 or £70 now. As soon as we can, I'll be getting another few marketing campaigns for probably this new ride and the park in general. We definitely will need that. Unfortunately, it's I think it's £350 for a marketing campaign for the park, and in fact, it's £350 for a marketing campaign for the park, minimum of 2 weeks. So that's £700 we need, and then advertising campaign for a particular ride, £200 a week, which means it's a minimum of £400. Similarly, £50 a week on free entries for certain things like vouchers. They could work. They could work, but I don't think they're quite as effective as the advertising campaigns. So hopefully, once we have our log flume all ready, we can get a lot more people on it and getting. And I'm kind of thinking that the what's the word? When I decided to make all my rides free, it was a bad idea. Our park value has gone down, now £9,000, and I'm not a fan of that. So I want to have a look at which rides are making the least profit. And I'm actually going to make them just charge a small amount of money, nothing much, 50p, 20p. You know, just small, just things to help, just a little bit. That's either going to help or just completely screw it up. Where are we? Yeah, let's get the boat higher. Just a little bit of money. Just 20p. Cloud 9. Again, 20p. Haunted house. Let's go to 30. Just very cheap, but as long as we can get just a little bit of money from it, it should probably help. So we just did the spiral slide. We're going to do purple peril. Burger bar, no. Carousel, yes. In fact, the carousel always really charges money. We'll break that down to 50p. In fact, 30p. Carousel chairlift. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a good kind of way of looking at it. And we'll charge 50p for the log flume. Basically, just want to get people on them. I want to just increase the park value just a little bit. There we go. Simply by doing that, we've got 11,000 park value. As long as we can keep it at a decent level, should be fine. Our log flumes, medium excitement, low intensity, and a low nausea rating. I think they're going to do well. So we'll open them out. We made them 50p, and hopefully people really enjoy those. Unfortunately, we haven't actually followed them. So we will follow when the first people get on, the first guests get on. But it does take 3 minutes and 5 seconds, so it's quite a slow ride. So it's quite interesting to think that we have such a slow ride in the park. We've got £400 now, so I would like to do an advertising campaign for our log flume. And in fact, I do kind of feel that we need to get rid of a few of these mechanics, because 6 mechanics in such a small park just seems wrong. There we go. Wonderful. We have actually unlocked quite a few thrill rides since we sort of started building this log flume. So, for example, we've got a where is it? No, that's stalls. A swinging inverter ship. That doesn't take too much space. We should be able to add one of those easily. We've also got go-karts. We can make quite a small track. Won't take up too much space. Will definitely improve the park value. And similarly, we just unlock a launch freefall, which will again be quite intense, but also add quite a bit to the park. I think we've just had a couple of other messages. So log flume already broken down. That happened on the previous park. We opened it, it broke down pretty quickly. Hopefully we've got a mechanic on the way. Yeah, we do. He's in there. In fact, I think it'll be easy enough to give him that area. He should. Yeah, there we go. He's got that area. So we've got one mechanic in the new area we've built this year. That's wonderful. Lots of people are going on the log flume, which is amazing. And once it's finished, in fact, we've just got a flume that's started off now on the boats. So starts off. Let's watch boat 3. So it starts off. You go down, splash, you turn around. So it starts off getting you really kind of wet, and that's quite fun. I think a good log flume has at least three drops where you get quite wet at the end. The first one gets you a little bit damp, the second one is a little bit bigger, and the final one just gets you completely soaked. In fact, unfortunately, the previous I always mention Norton Towers in these because that's probably the main theme park I go to, and I went to it probably at the end of October now, October 2015. So I don't know when this video is going to be released. Probably quite a bit after that, but yeah. So I went there, and the log flume, I think they actually shut it down, and we didn't get to go on it at all, which is a shame because I think that's one of the best parts about going to a theme park. You go on the roller coasters, you go on the log flumes with you. I think you go on the roller coasters, the young people go on the roller coasters, then you meet up with all the people you're with, you go on rapids, and log flumes, all the wet ones. Everyone gets wet, everyone enjoys those. And then you finish off with more roller coasters, just general fun rides. In fact, yeah. That's kind of how it works. I kind of like the idea with this roller coaster. As you can see with boat 4 here, it does one small splash and then another small splash before it sort of starts to build up for the last big splash. So okay, we'll switch to boat 1 now because it's just finished a big long section. So you have 2 great small splashes that go up quite high, very high in fact, and then you slowly drift along to the big one. This is the big one. You go around. There we go. You actually drift forward quite a bit more after that final turning as well. But you can see their fear as they're approaching the last one. They slowly hit it. They go down, and they splash straight into that station, and they have a lot of just amazing time there. So it is quite an interesting log flume. I will go on that. It looks really good. We can actually start having an advertising campaign for the park now, which is awesome. Just for a couple of weeks, and in fact, we've got the £200. We might as well advertise for our log flume 1 again. Oh no, we don't have. We need £400 for that. We've almost got that though. Log flume 1. We'll just wait a few minutes. There we go. Unfortunately, mechanics are struggling to get to places, so I'm tempted to try and give them areas and see what happens. We'll have one mechanic has here, mechanic has it's very hard to see. Get that first mechanic again and make sure he has there. And I think our final mechanic pretty much needs all of the underground area, which it's very hard to tell where exactly it is. We just sort of spam it. Oh gosh. This is something I dislike about this part. But this mechanic definitely needs to go underground. That's the thing, that's the important thing. It needs to go all the way underground. Hopefully that'll work. If it doesn't, then I'll just remove all the areas and just sort of, fingers crossed that they get it. We'll just have to... Hey, I suppose one... I was going to say one method we could do is just having the one mechanic and then they always go to... We always know which mechanic it is, but that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that the mechanics struggle to get there. So hopefully... Mechanic 3 is trying to get there. He doesn't have that area. Okay, he's going there, so... Oh, I don't even know. Hopefully he can get there. Fine. That's fine. If we have any more problems, we'll take it as it comes. I've been quite annoyed with that. As interesting as a lot of the guests have been complaining about litter, however, I personally cannot see any at all. Unless it's all underground, which would be really hard to see. Cannot see any at all. So, I don't know. We'll see if they get the complaints again. Put some more bins out, we'll make sure we've got handyman, and that should be fine. Like I said, at the moment now, I want to just start adding more of the small rides that can just add a bit of value to the park, because our park value's gone down a little bit since we last checked, so... yeah, if we just get a small area and we'll add our motion simulator. Hopefully that can add a little bit to the park and it could be quite fun. So here we go. Let's have a dirt path, why not? Try and have it a bit, what's the word? A bit of variety with our paths. Motion simulator. Awesome, we'll charge 40 pence for that. And what films we've got? We've got Thrill Riders or Avenging Aviators. I think Avenging Aviators will be quite fun. We'll open that up. Hopefully people will be able to go on that. Another small ride we can add. Hopefully we can add it quite near. No, we can't. Is a inverted swinging ship. So hopefully we can sort out some sick stuff on there. Definitely add some chairs. Chairs are going to be important. It's quite a big bridge. You might as well have some chairs. People enjoy chairs. Also have some bins around. Get some chairs. Yep. Maybe a few lamps. Just cause. And that should be a good bridge, basically. What I'm saying. That is a good bridge.